Hey everyone, Eric here, and I just want to revisit this Rachel Zegler stuff because it's really weird and it's not going away, and I want to point out what's actually happening here because it was never about Snow White. I want you to be very clear on this. Their complaints about Snow White not being white was just a pathway to harass another woman working in Hollywood. And it's very obvious because we're seeing the continued harassment of Rachel Zegler. Even after Snow White is no longer a factor, who really cares about it anymore? These guys are still talking about it. And they're still going after her on things that have nothing to do with Snow White, similar to like Brie Larson or any other woman they've ever harassed in the past for ruining one specific project. So the issue here is they want to cancel Rachel Zegler. This community, just like they try to do with Brie Larson, they want to cancel her because even though they cry and complain about cancel culture, the reality is they only see cancel culture as a problem when cancel culture affects them, when it touches their paychecks, when it affects their voice and their soapbox and their channels. And, they're trying to silence us and they hate the fans. This is the shit that they all say, right? So if you look here, I went in and typed in Rachel Zegler and I just looked up the most recent videos. And you see Geeks and Gamers is still talking about her for whatever reason. We're going over like the stuff that happened on set that's just been talked about ad nauseum at this point. The fact that 16K people still clicked on this. Who's interested in this? I don't get it. And then here we have Yellow Flash from a couple days ago. She will burn them. Failing upwards, a Hollywood studio hires Rachel Zegler for next movie. She's a rising star. Yeah, because contrary to what you guys have said about her, because she was in one movie that didn't perform well, one film that had a lot of controversy around it, particularly from your community, she's not Hollywood toxic. She's just not. And you guys keep going after her. So they're not even saying what she's going to be in, what movie it is, what IP it's attached to, because it doesn't matter. These guys just like to harass women online. They wait around for something like this to happen so they can go after someone and attack them. Rachel Zegler is their latest target, and it seems to be like their only new target at all. The only one they're not talking about nobody else except Rachel Zegler. She really made them mad by saying like two things about Snow White they didn't like. That's it. She wasn't white enough, and she said a thing that hurt their feelings because they love Snow White so much. They were such huge fans of Snow White that Rachel Zegler hurt their feelings when she talked negatively about it. Which, let's be clear here, it wasn't negative. She was talking about making the movie work for a modern audience. Now, clearly, the worst part of the film, from everyone that's seen it, is the Gal Gadot stuff. The highlight of the movie has been Rachel Zegler, the one person that these guys have tried to corner and attack, and there's been hit pieces on her by some of these publications for making a bad film when she was the best part of a bad film. So that brings us to where we are now. Why are they still going after Rachel Zegler? Rachel Zegler breaks down after Disney removed Snow White from theaters. I mean, the movie's been out for a minute now. The theaters are not going to continue. So think about this. Theaters are not going to continue to play a movie that has been out as long as Snow White and is underperforming. Rachel Zegler, why would she quote unquote break down over that? And then fake tweet, obviously. Here we go, Ryan Cannell from 23 hours ago. Rachel Zegler moves on after destroying Snow White and losing Disney hundreds of millions. She's back for more. So what's going to happen here? And I'm not sure how far it'll go. I'm assuming it'll go as far as they can take it, as long as people keep clicking on it. 33,000 people clicked on this for whatever reason to listen to somebody complain about Rachel Zegler for 5 minutes. If they can continue to make money off of harassing her, they will. To see that, look here. We have a complete fake video here from Hollywood Confidential. Completely fake, completely manufactured to create a narrative to smear and harass Rachel Zegler. I'm actually shocked at this point that she hasn't looked or talked to somebody legally about this. I'm actually shocked that that hasn't happened. Because again, a lot of these cross the line of like criticism of a film or criticism of something she's done, and it's just become lies and hate at this point. Rachel Zegler on the run with an AI image there. Okay, crazy. Rachel Zegler breaks down again with a fake tweet. Great. Man, we know quartering is suffering for money, right? Bleeding money. Entitled brat Rachel Zegler humiliated again. You're humiliated, quartering. You are humiliated. You're bleeding money, and you're over here complaining about Snow White. You can't even sell enough of your coffee to make up for the problems that your channel is having. Like it. New project flops and gets roasted as terrible. You know what needs to be roasted? Your coffee beans. That's what needs to be roasted. Quartering. Like this guy is, I think it's like what, 300K in the hole now? 300K in the hole. So he's back to going after Rachel Zegler. Like he's like, I have to go back to my biggest hits and hope they hold. 97,000 people clicked on this brain rot. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Literally. Look in the mirror, touch grass. You should be ashamed of yourselves. WDW Pro, another brain rot channel, man. This is just all, like you type in Rachel Zegler, and clearly the only people that are still talking about Rachel Zegler are the people that are harassing Rachel Zegler. That's very clear to me. Is Rachel Zegler's career over after Snow White? Empty theater seats doom former Disney princess. Disaster continues with a thumbs down. Grown men, everybody. Grown men that want to harass a woman. A woman early on in her career that has been making waves in Hollywood. They want to see her fail. Let's continue to scroll here, because that was 6 days ago. I'm not seeing any real videos about Rachel Zegler. Okay, we're going to just continue to scroll a little bit and see here what we got. Steven Spielberg exposes horrible thing Rachel Zegler did during West Side Story. Rachel Zegler's political rant destroys Snow White. Her career is over from Mr. This guy. One of the biggest... Oh, God, let's not even get into that. Snow White, Rachel Zegler, New London play dead. Tickets not selling. Rachel Zegler demands South Park episode to be banned. Another fake-ass video. Rachel Zegler demands Simpsons episode be banned. Top 5 cartoon studios that mock Disney's Snow White. Oh, look. Last of Us 2 falls off a cliff. Rachel Zegler haters blame for Snow White's failure. I mean, I typed in Rachel Zegler, you can see here in the search, and put recently uploaded. And this is everything we're seeing. We're just seeing a bunch of garbage videos with allegations, rumors, fake stories, fake news, literal made up shit, hate content. There's nothing here of any value, and people are doing it, getting 97,000 views trying to sell their coffee like the quartering. You know, I feel like YouTube needs to clean up their algorithm a little bit. I really do. I know they're making money off of this, but I feel like at this point, if your terms of service are not, if you're not going to enforce your own terms of service, just get rid of them. Throw them out the door. Throw them in the trash. Why even have them in the first place?